Hey Penn, welcome back to This Week on 33rd Street. I'm your host, Esther Jou, here today with Riley Steele and Thomas Munson. Let's take a look at the highlights from Penn Athletics. Starting off with wrestling, Penn is currently 24th in the nation and looking to defend their position this weekend against a pair of Ivy Leagues themselves, Brown and Harvard. Both matches taking place at home, and their first meet in over a week. Riley, what are your expectations for the team?
I think on Saturday against Harvard there will be a tough match at 197. I think James Fox, a senior for Harvard, is ranked, I believe, number 9 in the country. That could be tough for Cannon Buffet, but it should be 2 wins for Penn this weekend.
Penn's going to get 2 wins, and C.J. Cobb's going to get 2 wins, and Lorenzo Thomas is going to get 2 wins, and Caleb Richardson is going to get 2 wins. And I don't know if Buffet is going to be able to get that second win against James Fox, but this Quaker team is hot right now, and they are about to run away in the rest of this Ivy League season.
On to men's basketball, and what a crushing defeat it was. Harvard dealt quite a heavy blow to the Quakers, dashing their hopes of reviving what was quite honestly a lackluster season. They'll be heading up to New York this weekend to face off against Cornell and Columbia. Riley, what do you have to say about the team?
Well, that Harvard game was ugly, but Penn has split its last 6 games. They're 3-3 in their last 6. Now, most of those have been at home. But I would not be surprised to see Penn pull out 1 or 2 wins this weekend. Sean Miller is great for Cornell. He can score the ball whenever he needs to. But the Quakers, they've got a chance. They're playing some teams that are right there in the middle of the pack in the Ivy League, and 2 wins can get them near the upper half of the league if they can pull them off.
Yeah, I think this is definitely the last straw for the Quakers. This is their last opportunity to say we are a force in the Ivy League and we can finish in the top half. If they can win one of these 2 games, I think they're still in the conversation. But winning one of these 2 games is still going to be pretty tough.
On the other hand, the women's basketball team has been enjoying quite a fantastic season. They topped off their latest victory against Harvard with 74-69. This weekend, they'll also be looking to face Cornell and Columbia, but this time at home. Thomas, what are your expectations for the team's performance?
Well, if Penn has any chance of catching Princeton, they're going to need a sweep this weekend. Both games at home, both games against beatable opponents. I want to see a lot from Kathleen Roche and the rest of the team, and I think they could pull it off.
Yeah, that backcourt's going to be huge this weekend, Tom. Kathleen Roche, and Anna Ross named got Ivy Player of the Week awards respectively this week. So they'll be big. It'll just be a matter of Cornell will be the tougher opponent, but Penn took down both of those teams both times they played them last year. Like you said, if Penn has any chance of catching Princeton, they probably are going to have to win out in the Ivy League. So 2 wins this weekend are key.
Moving on to men's tennis, in what was considered the biggest upset of the year, Penn beat out Penn State, ranked number 16th in the nation. Thomas, what are some of your thoughts on the team?
Well, Nick Podesta had a great match on both on singles and doubles, and this is the 2nd time in the tenure of the current head coach that they've made into the top 75. They're ranked 51 now. They just knocked off, as you said, number 16 in the nation, probably the best team in Pennsylvania that they're going to face. And I think it's looking good for men's tennis.
When I was a freshman, I covered men's tennis pretty prominently, and I remember speaking to Coach David Gates that year, and he just kept telling me, yeah, we're losing these matches now, but soon we're going to be good. Soon it's going to get a lot better. Bit of a rough patch last season, but this season it looks like that team's about ready to take off. 3-0 already on the season. They got veteran leadership from Jeremy Court and Vimda Alowis. I can see big things in an already stacked Ivy League from Penn this year.
Well, that about wraps up today's show. Coming at you from the DP with Riley Steele and Thomas Munson, I'm Esther Jou. Tune in next week for more updates on the red and blue. Thanks for watching.
Good night, America.